We return to the Saints franchise today with a 6-2 record, the best start to a season we've seen from this team. The Saints have won their last 2 games and had to win most of their previous game without Anthony Richardson, who left early with an injury, but it was not serious. We're going to see him return in this episode, starting with our first game against the Atlanta Falcons. We open with the Saints holding a 2-game lead in the division and set to play 2 straight division opponents, including the rematch with Atlanta, a team we beat earlier in the season 43-17. They couldn't compete with us in the first meeting, and their season is holding on by a thread with a 3-6 record. Let's open this game up with the Falcons' first possession, and Bijan Robinson to the outside with a big run. He had only 54 yards rushing in the first game, gets 25 on that run. Later, Desmond Ridder throws it complete to Robinson, who holds on for a tough reception. On their following third down, Ridder completes a little shy of the marker to Cade Haas, and the Falcons bring on the field goal team, taking a 3-0 advantage. And here is the red-hot Saint offense with Richardson back at quarterback. Downfield, he connects with Chris Olave. 36 yards on the catch. We certainly missed him against Denver. On 2nd and 7 later, a little too greedy on the throw. It gets intercepted by Jesse Bates. 5 interceptions on the year for Richardson. Not all that many for a pretty aggressive passing attack. Desmond Ridder goes downfield, and there is Cade Haas on the catch. Ridder did not look comfortable in that first meeting, never really settled in. From the beginning in this game, he seemed to be a much different quarterback, and he's had great games against us and sloppy ones. It appeared today we'd be seeing the best version of Desmond Ridder as he scrambles to the weak side and runs in the touchdown. Falcons take a 10-0 advantage. Saints need a wake-up call falling down on the road. And here is Jacoby Pierman. And you're going to be awake as soon as he touches the football. He's across the 50 with a head of steam. He takes it all the way for another kick return touchdown. That's the 7th of his career, and just what the Saints needed. On top of their defense playing much better. Desmond Ridder, off-play action. Nobody near him and nobody near the receiver either. Big connection for a first down. Then they go with Bijan, running through this defense with ease to the 36. We saw in the previous episode how much we struggled against the Raiders' running game. So we know there are some vulnerabilities there. Ridder off the fake, another strike, this time finding Drake London. Ridder opens 10 of 12 passing, and Robinson taken down for a loss. Zaven Collins has been fantastic this year. He's had a great season. Falcons get a field goal. 13-7. Richardson drops it into Chris Olave on a beautiful downfield strike. It's been so much fun seeing us hit these kinds of plays that didn't even seem possible in some of the previous years. Out on the edge, Tavares Cofield to the 23-yard line, continuing to get more and more opportunities. Then Richardson fakes, and he finds Eddie Lovelock in the end zone for a Saint touchdown, and they take the lead despite the poor start. 14-13. Falcons ball, third down. Ridder against the soft zone finds the open man. 2 plays later, Ridder, perfect throw to Cade Haas. We were struggling to find ways to slow them down, not getting much pass rush, not really getting any penetration with the defensive line. Couldn't disrupt the running lanes for Robinson. Ridder keeping again, following Kyle Pitts for a touchdown. Second rushing score for Ridder, and the Falcons pull ahead once again. Final minutes of the first half. Saints down 6. Richardson off the fake. Again finds Chris Olave, throwing that right past the ear of a defender. At the 45, Richardson again continues that connection with Olave. And the downfield throws don't stop there. Plenty of time. Lofted out to Kevin Blackwell inside the 15. Richardson over $150 in 9 completions. But then it comes down to 3rd and 7 in the red zone. And he throws it behind Blackwell into a dangerous spot. The Saints only get 3. But we head into the second half. Richardson again dumps it underneath to Kevin Blackwell. Here is a 2nd and short near midfield. Oftentimes I like to take a shot in this location, but Richardson gets hit, cuffs up the football, and it's a scoop and score touchdown for the Atlanta defense. A massive play, getting that quick pressure on Anthony Richardson. Saints fall down by 10. On their next possession, Tavares Cofield makes the catch for a first down. They get met with 3rd down again, and Richardson should have been intercepted a second time. But the drive still ends. We go back to the Falcons, hoping for improved defense in the second half, and it didn't start looking any better as Bijan Robinson takes the carry for a first down. On their next 3rd down, Ritter downfield, whole shot throw to Drake London, beating the cover 2 defense. Ritter could just see everything well in this game, and he was not missing. Oftentimes we can disrupt him, but that takes pressure and sacks, which we weren't creating many. We do, however, get one on 3rd and goal, again keeping Atlanta out of the end zone. That's Joe Richards. But trailing by 2 possessions. Screen, Jacoby Pearman towards the first down marker, gets close. 3rd down in inches, that's Shadarius Roby territory, and he gets a first down. Cofield was getting more of the snaps in this game, and he can weave through the middle, gets about 12. Then we go with the play fake off of that, and lofted, and there is Wilson. Probably wasn't a good throw to try there, but 50-50 for Garrett Wilson. He's going to make some of those. And then on the catch and run, Olave running away from the defense. Catch and run against the aggressive blitz, and the Saints make this a 1-possession game. But would the defense give them a chance at taking the lead again? Start of the 4th quarter, Desmond Ritter again gets between Tomlinson and Chad Binns. We create a chance a couple plays later. 3rd and 7, and Ritter again doing it with his legs. 3rd run. Those went for 2 touchdowns and a first down. Then Bijan Robinson to the outside. He's met by Tommy Tomlinson and goes over 100 yards in the game. They try the other side with London blocking well. Bijan to the 6. Atlanta goal to go, and Ritter throws a strike to London. They score again. I can't believe this is a 3-6 team the way they were playing against us. They're trying to save their season and go up by 14 with 8 minutes left to go. Saints gotta be quick with the time remaining. And they throw it out to Tavares Cofield on the screen. Tries to hesitate and gets a couple extra. Following a gain of 9, it is caught by Wilson. A little bit quieter in this game with Olave getting a lot of the attention. We mix in the run with Cofield, gain of 8. But on this play, he would be forced to leave with a knee injury. And staying on the field has really been the only concern with him in his career. Richardson on the keeper with 1 man to beat. Gets tackled inside the 10. Does make it goal to go. Where he then finds Olave to bring the team down to the 2. And throws a touchdown to Garrett Wilson. They make it a 1-score game. However, they would go for 2 to put them in position to potentially win with one more touchdown. Anthony Richardson on the keeper is in. 38-32. Can the defense step up now with 4 and change left to go? Ritter, bootleg left, and a throw behind the sticks to Kyle Pitts. 3rd down and 14 for Atlanta. Pressure, they throw it up, and it's intercepted by Paulson Adebo. The Saints finally get the big takeaway, and a short field trailing by only 6. 3:23 to go in the game. Quick screen. Olave is hit quickly, loses a yard on the play. Barry Skelton checks into the game, replacing Cofield on his screen attempt. He gains 6 yards. 3rd down. Need the 17. Richardson hit and lost the football, bouncing right to the Falcons. He tried to run through the middle, and it turns into another turnover. Falcons get it back. Robinson now trying to finish things for the Falcons. A 1st down would do it, and Drake London makes the catch that ultimately ends this game. Falcons score a much-needed win. This was a must-win game for them. If they fell to 3-7, their year's pretty much done. At 4-6, there is room for this team to get hot and make things interesting in the NFC playoff picture. Saints dropped their 3rd game of the year. In all 3 of our losses, our defense did not play very well. Turnovers have also hurt us late in those same games when there is less room for error. You never know what version of the Falcons you're going to get. We've gotten the terrible version and the strong playoff caliber version. We split that season series. Towards the end of the game, Tavares Cofield was forced to leave with a knee injury that turned into a dislocated knee, meaning he would miss our next 2 games. And Jadarius Roby would be the primary running back again. The injury rating for Cofield is on the low side at 85, so it's something you have to keep in mind, but he is so good when he's on the field. We move on with the Saints. Our next game is against the 4-5 Carolina Panthers, 10th game of the year, in a division that is now tightening. We sit 3rd place in a tie in the conference. The Cowboys are 8-1. Their only loss was to us. We need to obviously win more games and get some help for a tiebreaker there to come into effect. But we have yet to play the Carolina Panthers this year. We did see that Bryce Young is now a Raider. Their current quarterback, 2nd-year player Clay Singer, 5th-round pick from a year ago. He's playing okay, not doing anything too spectacular this season, and Carolina is a mid-tier team at the moment, struggling to get above 500. Sean Kerr is a difference maker. We've seen him before. He is a fantastic wide receiver who has put together an 1,100-yard season. So we're going to see us take on the Carolina Panthers now and try to avoid our first losing streak of the year and hopefully get another division victory. Under the lights in Carolina, primetime football. We know our defense has to play better, and we're going to see them to start this game. And hopefully we get more of the exciting offense we've seen throughout the year. Let's get it underway against Carolina. Into the end zone, and that'll be kneeled down there. Clay Singer has 8 touchdowns on the year to 4 interceptions, throwing at only 6.5 yards per attempt. On 1st down, starts in the air and lofts it out to Sean Kerr. Even in the face of all that pressure, 26 yards. We have to do a better job up front getting disruption first and foremost, along with slowing down the run. We don't want to see teams continue to run the football well against us. That's open and complete. Singer finds the tight end, Glenn. Carolina working down the field. Play fake. And Glenn again. Stiff arm on Fenderson. Gain of 8. New Orleans now trying to get off the field. On 3rd and 7, Singer out of the pocket. to the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Lewis. And a great start for the second-year quarterback, putting the Panthers up 7. Now we'll see the New Orleans offense as Pierman looks to take this from 1 yard deep. Cuts to the right, lost the football, and the Panthers have taken it. Touchdown, turnover, and back in the red zone are the Panthers. Singer to the air, swings out, and Wallace hit down for a loss. And that's Joe Richards who needs some attention. 3rd and 8, pressure sent, and it gets to Singer for the sack. Montez Sweat will force a field goal try. What a great start, though, for Carolina. This is a 43-yarder, and the Saints block it! And that's Greg Cook! He blocks it, recovers, and gets tripped up. But the Saints will now take over near midfield, and the Panthers only have that 7-point advantage. There is Jadarius Roby, the starter again. Inside out and back in for 2. Play fake, pressure on Richardson. He gets away, and it's incomplete. Looking for Reggie Gilliam. First 3rd down of the day. Richardson over the middle and off the mark for Chris Olave. 3 and out. Carolina ball again at their 23. This is a 3rd and 7. Singer across the middle and contested for Jonathan Mingo. Back-to-back 3 and outs. And it's punted away with Pierman awaiting it. Trying to shake off that fumble. And he breaks 1 tackle. Good return. And the Saints will see if they can finally establish things. It's Barry Skilton getting into the game early for a gain of 2. Roby back in. And his run on 2nd down is a gain of 4. Single high safety, 3rd down. Richardson sacked. Brian Burns brings him down, and the Saints have gone 3 and out on their first 2 offensive possessions. First quarter winding down, up the seam and complete. Finding early success there with the tight end. That is John Glenn, a Clemson rookie. Now Singer for Wallace. What balance as he turns upfield to the 32. 114 yards passing for Clay Singer. Gets it out over the middle. Mingo inside the red zone. They missed their chance at a 2-score lead earlier, trying to cash in this time. Singer inside the 10 on the read option keeper. Goal to go. Quick throw, and it's knocked away this time by Fenderson, covering Glenn. They run it with Wallace, and he's grinding close, does not get in. 3rd and goal. And some movement, and it's on Carolina. False start. Shotgun 3rd and goal. Singer throws, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Tommy Tomlinson. And out comes the field goal team again. Kick is up cleanly this time, and now it is a 10-0 Carolina lead. Slow start for our Saints. They've only ran 6 plays offensively. Here's Roby, and he gets the Saints their first down of the day. With 2 tight ends on the field, play fake Richardson out of the pocket. And he dumps this to Lovelock, a very short gain. No excitement yet out of this Saints offense. It's a screen, and that's Pierman shoved out at the 37. They've been good so far on 3rd downs, and it's going to be a run with Skelton. Very close, does not appear to have it, but it's 4th and inches, and you have Anthony Richardson. They leave the offense out, and he does sneak ahead. That's a key yard. 7:34 to go in the first half, and now Richardson runs, takes on the safety, and gets 4. Carolina limiting the big play potential of this offense. Third down, and there's an open look for Wilson. Into Carolina territory. Can they start to wake up a bit? 1st and 10, off the fake. They get the pressure again. Richardson incomplete. Empty on 2nd and 10. And he throws it across the middle. It's a diving Jacoby Pearman on the catch. Don't usually see him lay out like that. Here's a designed run to the outside, and Richardson sprints to the 15. Tight formation on 1st down. Dump for Roby. Gets a block, and he's in. Touchdown, Saints. Carolina puts a lid on things and forces us to be a little more patient, and the Saints do that successfully. It's 10-7. 4 and change to play in the first half. Wallace gets the carry. Close to the marker and appears to have it. 2nd and 10. Saints bring pressure. Swung out to Wallace. Upfield past Chad Binns, who took a bad angle. Carolina to the 50. 3 minutes to go in the first half. And incomplete. Tomlinson guarding Mingo. It's a 3rd down Carolina. They need 4. Passes incomplete again. And that's Binns defending Wallace. 2 minutes until halftime. Saints down 3. Carolina shows pressure and they bring 5. Richardson sacked. 3rd and long. They bring 4 this time. And the pass caught by Kevin Blackwell. Somehow held on to it. Drive continues. And Richardson goes deep. Caught by Pearman. A little underthrown, but a great reception. Saints at the 31 of Carolina. Pressure coming. Going deep. Knocked away from Pearman. They're starting to open things up. 3rd down and 6. On the money and dropped by Olave. That will force Groupie to come on for a field goal try. It's a 48-yarder. And his kick has tied this game at 10 apiece. We now make our way into the second half. 10-10, Saints ball, start of the 3rd quarter. Richardson, off the mark for Jadarius Roby, is now 7 of 14 passing. 3rd and 4. He's protected, and that could have been picked. Big trouble on that throw. And the Panthers have been pretty tough today. Saints getting challenged by their division opponents. And now Paul Redmond sacks Singer. Carolina empty facing 3rd and 14. He's got time. Singer unloads downfield, but out of bounds. And it falls incomplete. Saints have taken momentum in this game. It's tied up now, and they'll get the ball with Pearman on the return, weaving his way through, and he almost took this one the distance. It's still a strong return. Saints trying to get their first lead, and they run Roby outside. Good tackle. And an injured Saint on the play, and that is Kevin Blackwell, who's had his fair share of bumps and bruises this year. He's going to come out of the game. Replaced by Lovelock. 2nd down. There's Eddie on the catch. We've seen an awful lot of him this season. He's played well. 3rd and inches. Roby. Not much more than those inches. Stay in the I formation. Roby now has some daylight. Dragging J.C. Horn to the 15. And from those power looks, the Saints now go empty. 3rd and 8. Richardson, incomplete. Off the hands of a diving Eddie Lovelock. And here is Groupie. 31 yards to put the Saints in front for the first time. 13-10 midway through the 3rd. Carolina running, and Wallace is taken down. Zaven Collins, big play. and trying to get off the field. Pressure, back foot throw, coming back is Lewis. And there's a flag on the play for roughing the passer. Turns into a pretty big gain there for Carolina to the 38. Wallace slips a tackle of Tomlinson. And that's going to be a first down. 3 tight ends now, and they don't run behind any of them. Wallace, one man to beat. Tackled inside the 10 by Johnny Fenderson. Carolina inside the 10. Wallace right side. Big tackle, saving a touchdown, Chad Binns. And hoping to keep Carolina from getting the lead back. 3rd and goal. It is off the mark from Singer. And out comes the field goal team. Short try, and Carolina ties this game again. It's been a good one, a very different game than many we've played this year. Lower scoring, not as many big plays. Richardson dangerously throws it up to Lovelock. He makes a great catch. Offset eye. Play fake, rolling. Richardson connects. Chris Olave into Panther territory. A lot of snaps in this game for Reggie Gilliam. Richardson with time. And wide open, caught by Garrett Wilson. Jumping out of bounds at the 29. 3rd quarter almost complete. And a little trickery now into the hands of Olave. A first down on the end around. That will bring us to the 4th quarter. Saints trying to break the tie. Play action. Wide open. Garrett Wilson diving for 6. And a Saints lead in the 4th quarter. Now can they protect it? They've had to play a different game today, and they've done a pretty good job of taking what the defense is giving them. It's 20-13. Inside give. Jump cut away from Collins, and a good gain for Lindsey. 3rd down for Carolina. They blitz the young quarterback. He throws out to Mingo, who can't hold on. Not against Tommy Tomlinson. Saints get it back up 7. Again, Richardson fakes, rolls out to the right. He throws sideline. It's incomplete for Garrett Wilson. And now Carolina trying to get their defense off. 3rd and 8. Richardson. What a catch by Pierman. He's made some tough ones today. Very impressive. At the 47, a screen. That's Wilson following Pierman. Into open space, a first down, New Orleans. Richardson over 200 in the air. And now a screen for Barry Skelton, the 4.2 speedster. Decent gain. And now a 3rd down on the edge of field goal range. Richardson, pressure, they got him. It's Brian Burns. And now that makes the field goal more challenging. 57 yards for Blake Grupe. He kicks this one up, and it is good. 10-point lead for the Saints. Have to protect for 5.5 minutes. Clay Singer needs some big plays. Has an open Mingo. And he's close to the sticks. Stacking the box against a 3 tight end look. Running to the right. This is Doug Wallace past Fenderson. Gets a block. He will take it. 47 yards for a touchdown. And Carolina is not going away. 3-point game. 5 minutes left. How do the Saints manage this drive? Richardson now on the outside gives to Roby. He gets a big run and makes sure to stay in bounds and keep that clock moving. Down to 1 second on the play clock, and it's Roby absorbing a huge hit. Gain of 6. 2 tight ends. They fake it to Roby. Richardson to Blake Collins. We've seen him a couple times this year. First down. Out of the eye. They'll run to the left, and now there's not much out there. Impressive to even get 1 on that play. One more before the warning, and they're aggressive in attacking the run, forcing a third down. 2 minutes to go in the game. Do they keep it on the ground? They will not. Richardson, intercepted! Panthers take over! Sidney Brown on the takeaway. If we had just gone to Olave underneath, that is probably a first down. Instead, the door is open for Carolina. They need a field goal to tie it. Good hands catch made by Glenn. 1:42 to go in the game. Blitz coming. Singer counters. Good catch. Sean Kerr. Pretty quiet in this game. First down, Panthers. Downfield, and at the sideline, that is Mingo. Out of bounds at the 35. There's a minute to go in the game. Singer wants it all, and it's broken up. Lewis nearly had it. Tomlinson recovered at the last moment. 3rd and 9. Singer backs up and is off the mark, intended for Lewis. And they will bring on the field goal team. This to tie it, a 50-yard try. The kick is good. And Carolina's come back from 10 points down and now hope to force overtime. And this will be taken out of the end zone. Jacoby Pierman, and he brings the Saints to the 34-yard line, where a field goal is enough. They have their timeouts and 46 seconds. Richardson will start. Hits Pierman across the middle, makes a move, has the first down. They're already at the 45, not far out from Groupie's range. Richardson, he launches downfield. Olave caught it! Touchdown! New Orleans back in front. We had not seen much of the vertical game throughout. It returns when the Saints need it to retake the lead with 33 left. Now can they keep the Panthers from doing the same? 25-yard line for Clay Singer. He's pressured and sacked. Montez Sweat. Carolina forced to use their last timeout. And they must travel 80-plus yards. Singer backing up to the 5, still has time, and now throws it away. And it's 4th and 16. 3 safeties are back into Saint territory. Singer downfield. It is broken up, incomplete. And this game is over. It belongs to the New Orleans Saints, who become 7-3 on the season. Big win, a tough one, a hard-fought game against a Carolina team that played us pretty well. Carolina drops to 4-6 on the season, missing a chance to move to 500. 3 touchdowns on the day for Anthony Richardson, 1 interception. On the ground without Tavares Cofield, Jadarius Roby had a decent day. Doug Wallace was very strong, as we've seen some great rushing performances against this defense as of late. But the Saints make those big plays when they need them. The passing game got better throughout the game after a silent first quarter, and Montez Sweat was also big, getting 2 sacks. I am really happy with a 7-3 start, especially considering this was such a new core and there was a little bit of adjusting early on in the year. Was forced to get used to things pretty quickly when we had Kansas City in week 2. But Anthony Richardson has been everything that we could have hoped for. He's been a spectacular player, 21 touchdown passes to 6 interceptions. He's had rushing success as well, and we've been able to put up top quarterback numbers, top receiver numbers in some cases, and we're averaging 35.4 points per game, number 1 in the league. Richardson is in the MVP running as the 7th best player right now. The player in first is pretty shocking. That is Ramon Cruz, who we saw in the first game of the year against Tampa. He came over from Miami, and he's having a stellar season. We'll see them again later in the year. The Bucs are 6-5. We have the number 3 running game as well. We just use multiple running backs, so there's nobody in like the top 5. But Roby and Cofield have both been really solid. Garrett Wilson is the NFL's leading receiver with 847 yards. And that's with today being a little bit more of a Chris Olave episode. Roby has 543 yards, 4.7 yards a carry. Cofield 6.6. Excited to get him back again here in a couple weeks. With Wilson and Olave, you expect both to be well over 1,000 yards this season. And then Kevin Blackwell, we saw him leave today's game, and he is going to miss some more time. He is out the next 4 weeks, unfortunately, and we'll see if we can replace the impact he brings to this offense. Defensively, we've got to tighten some things up against the run. We cannot continue to give up yards that way. We want teams throwing against us. That's when we can do our most damage and force the most mistakes. But I think now we're wanting to see our defense play well against a strong opponent. And next game is a great test. Another strong NFC team in the Seattle Seahawks. It's a rematch of last year's playoff matchup that we lost. And if we want to compete for the top seed, we're going to have to win a game like this to make up ground against Dallas. Seattle has the number 7 scoring offense. They've done great building around young quarterback Hunter Boone. And they also have Nick Brooks, a former Rookie of the Year winner at tight end. But on top of their offense, they do have the number 6 ranked scoring defense. That's number 8 against the pass. Our defense has been slipping in terms of points allowed and yards against. So this Seattle team, on paper, looks a little bit more complete than us. But we'll see who emerges victorious in this great matchup. That's coming your way next time in the Saints franchise. Thank you all for watching another episode. I hope you're enjoying the fun this year. It's been a blast making episodes with the team this year, and we'll see what is to come. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.